Hello, welcome to the first video in the series Trauma-Informed Practices in Early Childhood Education. My name is Cameron and I'm a student at the University of Wisconsin-Superior, double majoring in social work and psychology with a minor in early childhood education. I have worked in early childhood education for about 4 years. In this video, I'll describe what trauma-informed care is and how to use it in an early childhood classroom. These strategies are based on previous research as well as my own undergraduate research in Superior, Wisconsin. For my research, I surveyed and conducted classroom observations of educators and professionals in Superior to see what areas they excelled in and where they needed a little more support when considering trauma-informed care. It's from this research that I'm basing this video series on. So first, let's talk about trauma-informed practices in early childhood. Most practices and strategies were created for older children or adults, but at least 50%, if not more, of preschoolers have been exposed to trauma like loss of a caregiver or family member, community violence, neglect, or physical, emotional, and sexual abuse. Young children often don't understand the trauma or may not have the words to tell you about it, meaning that more children may experience trauma than we realize. Trauma in early childhood can actually change the brain, particularly in areas associated with emotion regulation and memory. Children who have experienced trauma can have delays in language development, lower literacy rates, difficulty forming positive relationships with others, and have internalizing and externalizing behaviors. Internalizing behaviors would be like what happens on the inside of you, like anxiety or depression, which, yes, young children can experience these, and trauma in early childhood can even increase the likelihood of these happening later in life as well. Externalizing behaviors would be like what happens outside of you, what you show externally, like impulsivity or aggression. Early childhood education, like preschools or daycares, offer a safe environment to implement trauma-informed practices and reduce the harmful effects of trauma. When considering the negative impact of trauma, like lower literacy and self-regulation skills, it's pretty clear that trauma can seriously affect a child's school life and outcomes. Trauma-informed practices emphasize equipping children with the skills they need to name their emotions, form meaningful relationships with others, and build language skills. Early childhood is a great place to start trauma-informed care so we can effectively prepare children for school and for the rest of their lives. In the next few videos, I'll describe a specific trauma-informed practice and provide an example of how it might look in a classroom. My references will be included in the description section below of each video, and other resources will be available if you're interested.